personages of life.
Was you really?
Yeah.
See, this guy, I'm telling you, he's the receptacle.
It just...
He has the third eye open. I haven't learned to do that yet, Tommy. Go ahead, talk.
I don't know. It was just like they were just enjoying. As if there was a campfire burning in the center.
There is, buddy. It's right here amongst us.
I mean,
that's why you never getting rid of us, Speedy, because you're part of us. Even though you don't got as much hair as I do, you're still part of us, right on? Okay, because even the Vikings had a bald-ass motherfucker. And that's okay. As long as you pierce an ear and you at least get a nose ring, you'll be cool. That's a joke. Anyway, Tommy, go ahead.
It was... I don't know, man. It's just... Sometimes... I guess I've gotten used to it. I'm telling you, man, this happens often.
Don't ever get used to it. Okay? Don't ever be satisfied.
But let me tell you...
Go ahead.
I don't know. It just... They were so casual in their...
Demeanor?
In their demeanor, because you could tell that nothing no one ever dreamed of or imagined could exist, could harm these three people in this room. And the reason being is that
I love this guy.
until we actually get to this point ourselves, they will be possible to glimpse, but you'll not see them until, you know, they come and endow us with the weapons of God's indignation.
The prophets of old, my men, have longed for our day. And like you said, only few have seen us, gentlemen. There's a reason why we all came into each other's lives. Now, I've drilled, believe me, I am a mind picker. I have picked both your guys' minds. And you know what's funny is lately, it was about a month ago, I started sending signals out to both y'all to get a hold of me. Because I didn't know how to... I called your mom. I didn't know how she wasn't going to crack. So all of a sudden, Ed texts, like, Speedy's trying to get a hold of you, call. Right on. There's my ticket in. Because, gentlemen, this year is the year, Tom, of all this shit we did. You plan. I'm going to prophesy to you now. Prepare your family for your journey. Take at least 40 days to where you can do your thing. Your family will be more than protected. Your parents love your family. Nothing will happen to them.
Oh, yeah.
But the Lord needs you for your destiny for at least 40 days. After that, you're on your own. But I need you, Speedy needs you, and more importantly, the Lord needs you.
Definitely, man.
This is the year, gentlemen. We all thought 13 was
I've told my wife many times now.
Have you really?
Over the months and months of our dating, friendship. I guess more into
time
marriage.
will come when you're going to be needed.
I told her there's going to be a time where I might be gone.
Yes.
I'll tell you that I'm going, but...
And this was a test to you, Thomas, because I was worried that you would put your family above the Lord. And that's why after what you've seen, and you know what you damn well saw,
I told
you
Audrey,
know that you're needed.
Oh yeah, I told Audrey, John, that as soon as a few things happen, and we've talked about it so many times, because she starts to see the end of the world.
Yes.
Through the eyes of someone who has a certain faith.
You passed the test, then, bro. I was worried for a minute.
It'll be like the whole economy shuts down. It'll be that kind of a situation. As soon as that starts in America, I told her that you get as much food as you can, go to my parents. My mom's made reference about the end of days. I'm telling her about my dreams, and she said, well, the house may be wall-to-wall people, but we'll protect everybody. And so I told her to go there, and you might not see me for a few days.
You too, Speedy. 40 days this year is required of you. Both of you.
John.
Go ahead.
40 days, now this is the way I've seen it is...
At least. That means there ain't no going down for
Let me tell you the way I've seen it.
Go ahead.
Okay. I've seen it as for them, it seems like a day.
Yes.
The time differential won't line up once this point is broken through again. Because we've broken through many times. But as soon as this happens, and we're on our way up, I believe, in my mind's eye, that as soon as we cross a threshold, time will not longer be relevant in the present.
It will stop. That's even a prophecy.
40 days to us. But as soon as we get to the top of that mountain...
This will be like our visions, because I was telling you about... I'm sorry to cut you off, Mr. King. This will be the pulse of the earth, will be in this mount. I've made many references to Mount Zion. This is where the Lord will first appear, is in His camp. His camp, Camp Zion. And I believe we've already seen God. Thomas was there when this old man... he can attest, it wasn't his face.
Or an angel, or John the Beloved.
It was his eyes, but it wasn't his face.
He could have been one of the three Nephites.
Could have been, but it was just one of them. But we were up so high that no man this age, and it could happen, yes. There's a very 1% possibility of a sliver. But any old fart that did what this guy claimed to be was a man of God.
Well, John, let me kind of go a little bit farther on the thought that I had.
Okay.
As soon as we reach this pinnacle, what's going to happen is we'll go through the whole experience of
transformation.
We'll be with the Lord. He'll come to us, and we'll go to the throne of God. It'll be like Isaiah's vision.
Sorry.
You know, it might be the exact same thing.
The Lord ain't leaving.
But what's going to happen
we've already set a snare for God. Once He, it's a joke. Once He shows up, we got a rope tied around Him. He ain't going nowhere because I'm holding on. We can go through cosmic rain, asteroid storms. I'm hanging on.
So
go ahead.
Your conversation with the Father and the Son might be different than mine, so that experience is different. But what's going to happen is that we'll be endowed with the weapons of God's indignation. And then we're given pretty much a time clock card, if you will.
7 years.
This stone you've kind of seen and whatnot. It's a similar thing that people have certain prophets have
let's talk about this stone.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
My first thing is I go with my brother Robert to warn each one of my family members. Yours might be different. Yours might be different.
Fair enough.
But this is kind of my order of things that happen.
Priorities.
What do you think of first? Family.
Of course.
And then right after family's done,
well, it's supposed to be God, family, then country.
My neighbor. That's everybody
God.
on the
planet.
planet.
He is seeking God. So he's right. After God tells him what's going on, he goes to his family.
And we'll see each other. We'll join up for certain tasks. But we'll have a whole list of things going on that we need to do, man.